Hello, and welcome to Drag Race Stats, and also welcome to a brand new series, which I called Let's Look At. And in these series, I'm gonna go more in depth with different topics. So for this one, we're gonna look at each winner of each season and kind of like put them in a category of their own. So you can see here, I placed all the winners from US All-Stars, UK vs. the World, Down Under, Global All-Stars, and also the Secret Celebrity Drag Race Season 2, whatever it's called. And I created different types here. So we have comedy queens, designers, performers, young fashion queens, alternative queens, and then versatile queens that I don't really know how to fit in each of these, because some of them have like a very distinctive type, or whatever you want to call it, of these. And then there is some of them that can do like almost all of it. And I know that designers and young fashion queens are very like similar, but we have queens who are more focused on the runways than actually designing the stuff from themselves, and we would definitely see some of those. And then we also have some that can do both, but I still think it is two different categories here. So yeah, let's just get started here. And we have Bibi Sahara Benet from season 1, of course, at first. I'm actually gonna place her in versatile queens because I don't think she has one distinctive choice here, because she has won 2 ball challenges, but she didn't really make the outfit herself on All Stars 3. We know she got a lot of help from Asha, and in season 1 it was just different there. So I could also have picked her as a performer, but I think it's fair to place her here. And also when I say performer, I mean lip syncing, like girl group challenges, musical challenges, stuff like that. Moving on to Raja, the winner of season 3, I think it's very clear that she's a designer. Jinx Monsoon, the winner of season 5 and also All Stars 7, I think it's very clear that she's a comedy queen here. We actually have a few of those. I think Bianca as well, from the winner of season 6. Violet Chatsky, the winner of season 7, definitely a young fashion queen here. She could also be a designer. She's also very good at designing looks, but I think her main focus is on the runways. Barb the Drag Queen, winner of season 8, I think is also definitely a comedy queen. She could also be a performer, but I think her talents lie on her comedy. Sasha Velour, the winner of season 9, I think I'm gonna put her in alternative queens, because I think it's more focused on that. What I mean with this is like queens who doesn't really fit the mold, like has a different sense of style or fashion, and I think she fits that one quite well. Aquaria, I could put her in designer or young fashion queen, but I think I'm gonna put her in versatile, just because she is like, she won Snatch Game and she won the ball, so she's like very well rounded, I would say. And I just wanted to quickly say, this is, even though it's made in tier maker, this is not like a ranking of them. Like I'm not putting like Jinx over Bianca or Bob. It's how I saw was the easiest way to do it, instead of like doing it in like an Excel program or something. I think this was the easiest program to do it in, so just want to make that clear. Moving on to Evie Oddly, the winner of season 11, definitely also an alternative queens. Her runways are very different from other queens. She could also be a performer, but I think her talent lies there. The winner of season 12, Jada Essence Hall, I would have put her in designer, but she's definitely also a performer, so I think she's gonna be versatile here, because I feel like she can do a lot of different stuff as well. Because on season 12 she won more performance like challenges, and in All Star 7 she only won design challenges. The winner of season 13, Simone, I think it's also very versatile. I did not want this so many queens to be, but I think, you know, a winner has to be well-rounded, so it kind of makes sense. Willow Pill, the winner of season 14, definitely also an alternative queen with her sister Evie Oddly here. It makes a lot of sense, I think. So moving on to Sasha Colby, the winner of season 15. I was thinking versatile at first, but I think her strength mostly lies in performing. I know that she also won the ball and like the interview challenge, but I don't really think that was fair. Moving on to Nymphia Wind, the winner of season 16. I think I'm gonna put her in designers, even though she could also be an alternative queen just because of the yellow and the bananas, but I still think it's very campy, so I think designer makes sense for her. So now we move on to All Stars. I'm gonna start with All Stars 1 winner Chad Michaels. I think this is a little bit hard because she could be a comedy queen, but I don't think she's like super known for her comedy per se. Of course she's known for her impersonation of Cher, but I don't know if it's like you think of like super funny. And I wouldn't really say performing either, and I don't think she's an alternative queen. So I think she's gonna go in versatile because she probably can do a lot of different things. I think she's also very good at designing looks, and she has also won different challenges on All Stars 1, for example. Moving on to All Stars 2 winner Alaska, she's definitely a comedy queen. Yeah, no doubt there. And I think it's the same with Trixie Mattel, the winner of All Stars 3. So now we go to All Stars 4, where we have 2 winners, Trinity the Truck and Monet Exchange. I think they're both very good at a lot of different things here. Of course, Trinity is a very good lip syncer. She's good at designing. She's very funny. She's definitely versatile. Monet is also very good at lip syncing, and she can also be very funny. She's lagging a little bit in designing sometimes. So I think maybe she's actually gonna go in performing, because I do think that's her biggest strength. Also, like girl group challenges. Yeah, I think that makes sense actually. So now we get to one of my favorite queens, the winner of All Stars 5, Shea Coulee. Definitely a versatile queen, because she can do a lot of things. She's very funny, she can design, she can perform. I mean, there's really nothing she can't do. So she fits this category to a T. All Stars 6 winner Kylie Sonique Love, I would definitely put her in performers. Especially for that dirty lip sync against Manila Zone on All Star 6. That was really something special. Of course, we're gonna skip All Star 7 because we already have Jinx on the list. So we're gonna go to All Stars 8 winner Jimbo here, and she is of course definitely a comedy queen. Even though she's also very good at designing, I think she's most known for her comedy. Moving on to All Stars 9 winner Angeria Paris Van Michaels. This one is also a bit hard, because I feel like she can do a lot of different stuff. Like just watching season 14, for example, where she's literally high in every single challenge. And again on All Stars 9, where she also just wins 4 different challenges. So I think she is also a versatile queen down to a T. So now we move on to the UK. And this is gonna be a lot of comedy queens here, because that's usually just how it goes. So we're starting off with UK 1. We have the Vivians, definitely comedy, I would say. Even though she was also very good at performing and also very good designer, I do think her comedy is what she was most known for. And I think it's the same with Lawrence Chaney, the winner of UK 2. And then we have UK 3's Crystal Versace, which I would put in Young Fashion Queen, because she did not make her outfits herself. It was of course D Delicious who made most of them. And we saw on the ball that she was maybe not the best at designing, so I think it makes sense to put her there. Danny Beard, I think, is again gonna be a comedy queen. The same with Ginger Johnson. And then we have Kyron Fax, the winner of UK 6, which I think I'm gonna put in alternative queens. I think that makes sense. Then we move on to UK versus the world. We start off with Blue Hydrangea, which I actually also think is an alternative queen, because her runways are like out there, like space, like sometimes alien monster. So I think it makes sense to put her there. And then with Giacobi, she's also going to be a comedy queen, that's for sure. So now we're moving on to Down Under. And we're starting off with Kid Amin here from season 1. I think she's also going to be a comedy queen. I think that was, even though the challenge that you won was a makeover, I still think she's such a funny campy queen that I think it makes sense. And it's going to be the same with Spanky Jackson here. She won a lot of comedy-based challenges. And with Down Under 3's winner Isis Avis Loren, I definitely think she's gonna go in the designers category here. She made most of her outfits herself, and she also won the ball and the makeover, with Floor of course. So now we have Global All-Stars winner Alyssa Edwards. I definitely think she's a performer. Like, that's what she's most known for, and that's what she excels at. The only challenge that she won on season 5 was a dancing one, and then on All-Stars 2 she also won the Rusical and the talent show on Global All-Stars, so I think it makes sense to put it there. So now we're moving on to the last winner here of the Secret Celebrity Drag Race Season 2, Poppy Love. Of course, AJ McLean from the Backstreet Boys. I mean, the only thing they did was performing and Snatch Game, and she was in the bottom 2 for Snatch Game, so she's gonna go in performance. I mean, it doesn't really make sense to have her on this list, but I just did anyway. Alright, so now looking at the list, we have it like this so far. I'm surprised there weren't more Young Fashion Queens, because I just remember that was a thing. But I think it's because Aquaria also won Snatch Game, so I think that's why she becomes more versatile in that way. Looking at, I think I'm actually gonna move Simone up to performers category instead, because I do think that's more her strength. I know she also won some acting and comedy challenges, but she's not really known for that, so I think it makes sense to put her there. And with Aquaria, Jada, Trinity, Shea, and Angeria, I think it makes the most sense. The only 2 that I put there, because I don't really know where else to put them, is BB and Chad. Because I wouldn't really know what BB was most known for, the same with Chad Michaels. So I think that's why I'm gonna have them there and keep them there. So yeah, this is gonna be the list of how each winner fits into a certain category, a type of queen. Of course, it's mostly comedy queens, which makes sense because it's drag queens. That's what they, used to do. But yeah, so it's gonna look like this. Tell me what you think in the comments. Do you agree or disagree? Is there any queen who's like fits into a different category, or they all just versatile? Because they definitely could be. But I just wanted to put them more of its own, if that makes sense. Because of course, like Bianca is also good at designing, but I think she's more known for comedy, for example. I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Also check out my other channel where I make gaming and Pokemon Go content. See you next time. Bye bye.